Bruno Fernandes, of course, converted the penalty that saw Manchester United get that draw against Chelsea. Interesting comments from him afterwards. Bruno's tough call. I'm so sorry. Boo-hoo, says the back page of the newspapers in England. Whenever you see a manager go, you have to take some of the blame on yourself. It's easier to get rid of a manager than 15 players. I spoke to the manager and apologised to him. I was disappointed he's gone and I tried to help him. I wasn't scoring goals. We're not scoring goals and I feel responsible. The team is not the best. The results are not the best. And he is the one who pays for it. That's good, isn't it? That's what you want? That's honest, frank. Captain stepping up.
Yeah, no, what a good guy. That's clearly had a good relationship with the manager. And every single thing he said was correct.
Why are you shaking your head, Ali?
Because this is the same guy. This is the same guy that 2 weeks ago, when he was playing with Portugal, saying, I'm having a great time playing for Portugal and I don't really care to play for Manchester United. So he wasn't helping the situation then. See, I don't mind that he comes out and says this thing, but he could have done something about it. He's a player on the field. When he says, I gave him a call and I try to help him, wait a minute, you could have helped him while you were on the field and he was on the sidelines. And
well,
so
was he trying? I mean, it sounds like you're saying he wasn't trying. Because he wasn't playing well. Not everybody plays great all the time. I mean, we can argue that he moaned and he had little huffy puffies.
Does that help?
Never scored. No, but that's who Bruno Fernandes is. But you can't turn around and say what he's saying is not a good thing. That's what he should say.
No, hold on a second.
A senior player absolutely should feel and say exactly what he said.
I did not say that this is the wrong thing to say. All I'm saying is that he could have done something about it ahead of time, so therefore he shouldn't be in a position where he has to say this.
Well, I think from his words, don't you take from his words that he wishes he could have done something more about it as well?
I think you're giving Bruno Fernandes far too much credit here. Far too much credit here.
Nedum?
All the things that he said, even though they are valid, I think it's best to just say between the two of them and not just put it out in the press as well that that's what you said to him. I think one thing that it shows as well, for all the years where Fernandes has been critiqued about being, a bad captain, the wrong type of guy, why is Ten Hag picking him? I think this is a moment which also shows that they probably had a close relationship. Because for him to go above and beyond to go and say sorry and all this stuff, that's deeply personal. I played for 16 years. I think I probably had 15 managers. And with some of those managers, I'd contact them afterwards and wish them well. But it was never an apology. But it was never an apology because the effort was there. I think he knows himself, Fernandes, that, he could have done better. He could have scored more goals and so on. But to say sorry to someone who's now jobless feels a bit weird to me. So I'm not really on board with that. But again, they clearly have a close relationship and maybe he's just trying to maintain that. Should he ever leave United and go to wherever Ten Hag is? I don't know.
Mario?
No, this is a message that you expect. I haven't seen him writing anything that... I think it's a tactical way, it's a thoughtful message in the sense of this is normal that players normally, you don't want to get in those books and say the manager was bad. You don't know, that's not your job, you're the captain, because the new one that comes in, if you talk bad about this one, what is the new one going to think? You're going to talk bad about him too? No, I don't think that is. And on the other part is one thing are clear, some of the wording that he used for me as an individual, what Nedum said, that's maybe a little bit too much. Go to him yourself, talk to him, and just make it very clear. Every captain, I've been in situations, we all been in situations where you just go, hey, it's sad that the manager leaves, but that's the name of the game. That we know that. If you don't perform, he's out. He's the first they're going to look at. And then you come as a captain, you just say hey, we all could have done better. Yeah, that's the answer. That's it. Leave it by that. But he went a little bit too much for me.